friends from second grade. I miss you all. It's been a little while since we've been in school. I'm glad that I'm able to make this video so that we can continue our learning. I hope all of you are home and safe with your family and that you're all healthy. Today we're going to be reading a book, sharing and taking turns, and we're also going to be doing some writing. When we left school, we had been learning about why do people work together? What do we gain when we give? How can working together bring change? We had been talking about working together before we left school, and some of my friends mentioned that ways that they work together at home are bringing up groceries together and putting food away, bringing trash out, doing dishes together. So we're going to be bringing in ways that we work together by sharing together. Before we get into our book, let's take a look at some vocabulary words that are going to help us with our reading. Together. With another person or people. So right here, these people are together in their living room or the sala. Alone. By yourself. She is not with anybody. She is by herself. She's alone in the living room. While. That's a period of time. It can be a short while or a long while. Someone. That's one person. She is waving to someone that she sees. Offer. That's to make something available. So he is offering him the ball. Generous. Providing more than the amount that is needed or normal. Here, they're putting $20 inside the donation can. They are being generous. Now let's get right into our book. Share and Take Turns by Sherry J. Mainers. It's fun to play and imagine. They're imagining and playing. Sometimes when I play, I want what other people have. Or they want what I have. It looks like they want to use her Play-Doh. I know a way we can get along. We can share. One way to share is to divide things. She divided her Play-Doh and they're all sharing. Another way to share is to use things together. This makes me think of a connection. I can make a text to world connection. I know a lot of people like to play soccer, and this reminds me of people playing soccer together. Playing together can be more fun than playing alone. Trading is also a way to share. My friend can use what I have while I use what my friend has. Taking turns is a way of sharing too. When we can't use something at the same time, I can wait for my turn. They are waiting turns for the water table. Here, she is waiting for the slide. I can also share things that I know. I can make another connection, text to self connection. When we're at school, we share our learning with each other. And I can share special things about me, like things I make and do. When I help someone, I share my time. I might offer to share, or another person might offer to share. Sometimes I ask a friend to share. I'm glad when she shares with me. If the person says no, I can do something else, and that's okay too. It's not always easy to share. I might have something that's special to me. I might not want to share it, or I may not feel ready to share. That's okay. I can choose not to share, or offer to share later, or share something else. Sometimes Sometimes I decide to share even though it's hard for me. When I share or take turns, I'm being generous. Generous. That was one of the words that we did for our vocabulary. Can you find the word generous on this page? There it is. Nice work. I'm learning to make good choices. I'm learning to think about others. No matter where I am or who I'm with, there are special ways that I can share. Now that we learned all about sharing, we're going to begin some work. Up here, I made a 2-column note. Up here, I made a 2-column note, ways that I can share. We can either use items together or take turns. Some items that we can use together are like a puzzle. She's doing a puzzle with her dad. Or we can use a board game. This is my favorite to do with my kids. We can take turns when we go down the slide or when we drink water at the water fountain. Some other ideas that we have right here, you can share a bench, you can share chips, crayons, you can share a book. In class, we share ideas. You can share an umbrella. You can take turns in lines for the bathroom. You can take turns playing the ball. So what we're going to do is I want you to tell me other things that you use together with someone and things that you do that takes turns. When you're done writing in your 2-column note, you're going to take this writing and you're going to turn it into this. So I share when I take turns. I take turns when I play a board game with my son. When you are done here, I want you to draw the picture and label it. Here is a picture of me and my son at the table playing a board game. Make sure you add some details. What room do you think we're in? This is a refrigerator, a painting, and a window. We're in the kitchen. Nice job. So I have challenge for my friends, for Miss Lope's friends, and for some of my friends that I think they can handle the challenge. Challenge right here. So with the challenge, I would like you to take your writing and can you turn your writing into a paragraph with 5 sentences with a topic and an ending? Can you use the words like first, next, and last and check to make sure that it begins with capital letters and that you have spaces between your words are spelled correctly, you have periods, and that your work is nice and neat? Let's take an example. Let's take a look at an example of one of the challenge ones that we did. Now, I want to say I put here in one color that we had our topic sentence, and here is our ending. I took the blue marker so you could see that I wrote first, next, and next, last. First, next, and last. Let's read this quickly. I share when I take turns. The first way I share when I take turns is playing a board game with my son. The next way I share when I take turns is on the slide at the playground. The last way I share when I take turns is when I drink water from the fountain. These are different ways I share when I take turns. All right, friends, here it is. Don't forget, top 2-column note. What are some things that you use together? How do you take turns? Then I want you to turn this into a writing and draw a picture and label it. And for some of my friends, when you do that, you're able to challenge yourself by working on this piece. Okay? I look forward to seeing all of the work on Class Dojo. Until we see each other again, have a nice afternoon.